Hello everybody, welcome to our channel NBA Hoops. Today we are back with another amazing video, so if you like our channel please share and subscribe for more videos. So let's dig in. History of the Dallas Mavericks 1979 to 1981. Beginnings in 1979, businessman Don Carter and partner Norm Sonju requested the right to bring an NBA franchise to Dallas. The last professional basketball team in Dallas had been the Dallas Chaparrals of the American Basketball Association, which moved to San Antonio in 1973 to become the San Antonio Spurs. 1982 to 1985, rise to power. In 1982-83, the Mavericks were serious contenders for the first time. At the All-Star break, they were 25-24 and had won 12 of their last 15 games. They could not sustain this momentum, and finishing 7 games behind the Denver Nuggets for the 6th and final playoff spot in the Western Conference. But the Mavs' 38-44 record signified a 10-game improvement from the previous season, and the fact that a third-year expansion team had even been in playoff contention at all was quite remarkable. 1985 to 1988. A true contender, Dallas had the 8th pick in the 1985 NBA draft, again due to a trade with the Cavaliers, and drafted German-born forward Ditlev Schrempf out of Washington. He would show flashes of brilliance in his 3+ seasons with the team, but it was not until he was traded to the Indiana Pacers that he displayed his full potential. The Mavericks also traded center Kurt Nymphius to the Los Angeles Clippers for center James Donaldson, who would play for the Mavericks until halfway through the 1991-92 season. This allowed the Mavericks to have the steady hand at center that had been lacking throughout the franchise's first 5 years. In 1988, James Donaldson would represent the only All-Star center in Dallas Maverick history. 1988 to 1990, injuries sting Mavs. Despite all the changes, the Mavs remained in contention. However, their season effectively ended when James Donaldson went down with a ruptured patella tendon on March 10, 1989, and missed the rest of the season as a result. The Mavericks were left undermanned, demoralized and disheartened as they finished with a 38-44 record, losing the 8th and final playoff seed in the Western Conference via tiebreaker to the Denver Nuggets. It was their first losing season since 1982-83, which was also the last time they missed the playoffs. 1990-1993, free-falling. The team endured numerous changes in 1990, losing Sam Perkins to the Lakers via free agency and suffering injuries to practically their entire 1990-91 starting lineup. The players they managed to acquire, Rodney McRae, Fat Lever and Alex English, were all in the twilight of their careers. On March 9, it was announced that Fat Lever would have season-ending surgery on his right knee, and that very night, Tarpley suffered a knee injury of his own which ended his season. The Mavericks' season only got worse from there, and they finished with a record of 28-54, the worst in the NBA, falling behind even the second-year Minnesota Timberwolves and Orlando Magic. In March 1991, Tarpley was charged with suspicion of driving while intoxicated and was suspended again by the NBA. 1992-1994, flirting with futility. The Mavericks selected Ohio State guard Kim Jackson with the 4th overall pick of the 1992 NBA draft. But he and owner Donald Carter could not come to terms on a contract for half of his rookie season. Jackson only played 28 games in 1992-93, a year that was also ruined by trades, a coaching change and injuries. The Mavericks started 2-27 and fired Adu Barto on January 13, replacing him with Gar Hurd. The Mavericks came dangerously close to setting the all-time worst record in NBA history, at the time, 9-73 by the 1972-73 Philadelphia 76ers. But when Jackson was signed on March 3, the Mavs managed to rally, closing the season with a 7-14 mark, including 2 straight wins to end the season. That year the Mavericks finished 11-71, which was the second worst record in NBA history. 1994 to 1996, 3 Jays give Dallas hope. The addition of Jason Kidd infused the Mavericks with new life in 1994-95. Kidd averaged 11.7 points, 5.4 rebounds and 7.7 assists in his rookie season, and even led the league in triple-doubles. Roy Darpley was allowed to return to the league after 3 years and helped with 12.6 points and 8.2 rebounds per game. The tandem of Jim Jackson and Jamal Mashburn combined as the league's highest-scoring pair of teammates. On separate occasions, Mashburn and Jackson scored 50 points in a game that season. Mashburn contributed 24.1 points per game. Fifth in the NBA, Jackson averaged 25.7 points, but suffered a severe ankle sprain in February which caused him to miss the remainder of the regular season. Second-year forward Popeye Jones had a great year as well, as he averaged 10.6 rebounds and led the NBA in offensive rebounds. 1996 to 2001, Dirk Cuban comes to town. The 1996-97 season was a year of transition for the Mavericks, as they basically redesigned their entire team. 27 different players saw action for this Dallas team, setting an all-time NBA record. By the time the season was over, only rookie forward Marky Walker remained from the opening day roster. The first big move came in December, as Jason Kidd, Loren Meyer and Tony Dumas were traded to the Phoenix Suns for guards Michael Finley and Sam Cassell and forward AC Green. By far the most important of these acquisitions was Finley, who, after his first half season in Dallas, would go on to average over near 20 points per game for at least the next 7 years of his Mavericks career. He made 2 visits to the NBA All-Star Game, and even played in each of the Mavs games until the 2004-05 season. 2001 to 2004, Big Three of Nash, Nowitzki, and Finley. These years also saw Nowitzki win the first 2 of his 5 consecutive Euroscar awards as the top player in Europe, in 2002 and 2003. Note that this award is presented at the end of a calendar year, as opposed to the end of the season as in the NBA awards. 2004 to 2006, roster changes. 2004-05 The 2004-05 season brought in blockbuster trades which, among others, brought in burly center Eric Dampier, combo guard Jason Terry, speedy rookie point guard Devin Harris, scoring machine Jerry Stackhouse, and defensive stalwart Alan Henderson. Although the loss of All-Star Steve Nash via free agency visibly hurt the Mavericks' offense, the new acquisitions strengthened the team defense. The run-and-gun style of former times changed into a more balanced style of play. At the All-Star break, the Mavericks acquired Keith Van Horn for Calvin Booth and Henderson, the latter resigning only days later. 2006 to 2010, first-round exits. After a disappointing end to their magnificent playoff run in 2006, the Mavericks sought retribution in the new season. After a rocky 0-4 start, the Mavericks then went on a historic run and posted a 52-5 record over their next 57 games. They finished out the regular season with a record of 67-15, good enough to be tied for 6th place all-time, first in the league and the number 1 seed in the Western Conference playoffs. Dirk Nowitzki had a dominant season, further cementing his place as one of the game's elite players. He won his 5th consecutive Euroscar during the season, and was named the NBA MVP at its end. Josh Howard was named to the All-Star team. 2010 to 2011 season, championship season. The 2010-11 campaign saw the Mavericks fly out of the gate, winning 24 out of their first 29 games. However, on December 27, Dirk Nowitzki sustained a knee injury that derailed the Mavericks' momentum, combined with the team's second leading scorer Caron Butler suffering a season-ending knee injury himself only 4 nights later, raising questions of if the Mavericks could make it 11 straight 50-win seasons. The Mavericks then went on to drop their next 7 games, causing serious concern as to who would lead the offense in Nowitzki's absence. 2011 to 2018, post-championship decline the following season was cut to 66 games due to a lockout, which meant the Mavericks had to wait until Christmas Day to raise their first championship banner. During the brief off-season, owner Mark Cuban decided to maintain financial flexibility by letting key contributors Tyson Chandler, Deshaun Stevenson, J.J. Barea and Caron Butler go. Chandler signed with the New York Knicks, Stevenson joined the New Jersey Nets, Barea went to the Minnesota Timberwolves, and Butler joined the Los Angeles Clippers. Meanwhile, they acquired incumbent NBA Sixth Man of the Year Lamar Odom via a trade with the Lakers, while signing veterans Vince Carter and Delonte West.